Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the APM end-to-end framework series. Okay, in the previous videos we added the framework structure. Right, we added the framework structure. In this video, we are going to add the code into our right classes. Okay, before that, right, we already saw this in the previous videos. Right, to add set the environmental variables. I just again and repeat so that you are right. You are setting all these environmental variables in your path. Okay, make sure you are adding Android home. Okay, Android path you are adding. Okay, and then Maven home should be set. Okay, this you already saw in the our right basic lectures, right? Go through the basic lectures, but make sure you're adding all these paths in our right in the environmental variables, right? There should be node.js. Okay, Android SDK tool should be there, SDK tools bin should be there, platform tools should be there. Okay, so make sure that you're adding all these right paths, right? You go and go through the previous alias basic videos, right? So that we added here, go through that, and so that I'm just checking telling you again, because if you're not adding this right, there will be a problem in your execution. Okay, make sure the environmental variable is set. Go through the previous videos for the right detailed understanding of what are the environmental variables you need to be set in your right machine, so that you can run the code in a better way. Okay, let me add the base class, that is library class, the reusable class, which one we called in the all the test cases. Okay, so first I'll make right one driver initialization. Okay, first I'll add private. Okay, static. I'll add this right thread local into the Appium driver so that you are getting initiating threads. Okay, so different right, each thread has their own initiation instantiation, so that right it is not been right there won't be any confusion, right? Each thread is having its own instance, okay, of the driver. Okay, I'm adding thread local Appium driver equal to new, okay, thread local. Okay, and the semicolon here. Okay, I'm just adding thread local here so that right each right, it has a different environment where each thread has its own instance. Okay, so it's not replicated with the early instance. That's why I'm adding the thread local here. Okay, so to make it a thread safe. Okay, okay, so now what I'm going to do is, right, I just initiated the driver here. Now let me create a method. Okay, public void, okay, initialize driver. Okay, I'll add one method here. Okay, then I'm going to read from the config.property. In the last video we added the config.property, right? So this we added, okay, in the last video. We need to read this right into the library class. Okay, for that I'm going to use one class properties. Okay, one prop equal to new properties. Okay, so we need to read the property from the config.property. For that we are right creating one reference prop. By using the prop method we are going to get the property from the config.property. Okay, we need to read from the config. For that we are going to use file input stream file equal to new file input stream. Okay, I'm going to go to semicolon. I'm going to import the package file input stream. I'm going to add an argument here. Okay, I'm going to add an exception, file not found exception. We need to get the path of the config.file. I'll take the copy qualify name, right click on the config property and copy the qualified name. Okay, remove the project name, just make sure only the path is there. Okay, right click on the config property, go to copy qualify name and you can just copy and paste the path of the config.property here. Okay, so I just right located the config.property and stored it in a reference file. Let me load the conf file. Okay, config.load. Okay, and I need to go and load the file. Okay, I just load the file. Okay, next one is right, we need to write, sorry, prop. Okay, we need to add an exception here, IO exception. Okay, now we need to set the desired capabilities as we learned in the right in the basic sessions, right? Desired capabilities sets the environment for the right uh, for the this one, right, for the Appium. Okay, we need to set the environment. For that we need to add the desired capabilities. Spelling wrong here. Okay, capabilities, desired capabilities caps equal to new desired capabilities. Okay, we need to set the environment for the Appium. For that we are using the desired capabilities, what environment we want. Okay, next, right, I'll import the desired capabilities. Okay, now I'm just going to use the reference caps dot set capability. Okay, I'm going to right use the right, I'll copy from here. Okay, sorry, yeah, platform name, I'll go here and I'll paste here. Okay, we are going to read from the right config dot property, right? So I'm going to use prop dot get property. Okay, platform name. Okay, so first right, this is going to read from the config dot property android and it's going to store here in the capability. Okay, same thing we'll go for the other things also. Let me paste here. Let me go and copy platform version. I'll go to library class, I'll put platform version, then again platform version. Okay, let me copy. Means we'll do some smart work instead of doing in hard work. Okay, so configure property device name. Okay, next, right, I'll put app, what app, the path of the app. All right, so the path of the app, on the app. Okay, then the app package and get the property of the app package. Okay, next one is the app activity. I'll copy. I'll go config.property app activity. It reads the from app activity from the config.file. Okay, so next app activity. Okay, next one is the automation name. 1 minute. Okay, next one is the automation name. Okay, so we all now the all the capabilities is set under the reference called as caps. Okay, it's going to read from the property dot right get property config dot file. It's going to read. Okay, now what we need to do is we just need to set the remote URL here. Okay, so we need to set URL. Okay, remote URL equal to, okay, new URL. Okay, prop dot get property. Okay, we need to give the server URL. Okay, so we need to give the server URL, and you'll just import the java.net package here. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to give the server URL we gave. Okay, now what we need to give is we need to give the any create the driver here, android driver l driver equal to right android. Since we are testing the android devices, I'm just giving only the android driver here. Okay, the remote URL comma caps. So we are pointing the remote URL and the capability in the L driver reference. Okay, so we need to point it. Right. We need to give new here. Okay, right. So we created a reference L driver here. Okay, now let me add the set L driver here. Okay, set and get, I'll do it. Right, let me give driver dot set L driver. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll store the the driver instance in the L driver. Okay, in the driver L driver in the driver. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll close this bracket. Then I'm going to create another method to get the driver. Okay, public Appium driver Okay, let I import the Appium driver. Okay, okay, I'll return the driver. Okay, get driver. So this is used to get the driver. Okay, get driver and returns it. Okay, now I'm going to add another method, public void. Okay, quit driver. Okay, driver dot get dot quit. It quits the driver. Okay, then again I'll remove the driver also. Driver dot remove also. Okay, it removes the thread local which we initialized, right? So this is the base class which I created in my framework. So base class is a reusable class where I'm just setting the desired capabilities and I'm calling from the config.property file through the help of the property class, and I'm reading the file with the help of file input stream and storing it and loading it. I'm storing all the capabilities in the under the desired capabilities. I'm storing it in a reference called as caps, and I'm setting my Android driver with the remote URL, server URL. Okay, I create two methods. One is a get driver to get the driver in the other classes, and also right quit driver to quit the driver. Okay, to close the driver. Okay, so this is a base class, the library class which I created in my framework. So thanks for watching this video. Slowly we'll add more code into the framework, and we'll try to execute with an end-to-end automation. As I told you, we'll try to add 5 to 6 right test cases in this framework and run as an end-to-end. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye. Meet you soon in the next part of video.